Does anyone want to attempt recalling last session for an extra fate die?
Uh, Keaton is now the Lizard King.
Yeah, you guys were able to rescue Boris from the I don't know
The
if it,
lizard folk.
the lizard folk. He went to rescue the paladins and such by himself, though came into trouble by doing so. Uh, After showing that he could wield the staff and speak somewhat in their tongue, uh, among other things, he was able to influence the Coatl in the way to accept them as a extension of himself. Um, Being mindful of his abilities, though it wasn't without its cost. Uh, there was talk of quick revolt when the lizard folk were distracted, but uh, thanks to Dupree and Keithan's help, they were able to keep them under wraps. Um, this was done early in the morning, and so after all was said and done, you decided to just, or actually, did you decide to rest here or probably go back to,
I think it'd be a good idea to rest here. I assume we would be receive good hospitality.
yes, absolutely. And you did commune with your lizard people to forbade them from harming the party.
I think it's a good idea to rest here then, in case we run into something else on the way.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
All right. Is this how would you set yourselves up for trying to rest? Of course, Keithan would be guarded all night long by his new followers. He probably gave him privacy up on top of the temple, but would allow the others to be protected on the others.
Um, can I sleep in a tree?
Sure. Go ahead and make a
Oh, great.
acrobatics roll for your sleep in the tree.
Oh,
There,
no.
you could spend
Oh,
plenty of
no.
you could spend plenty of time attempting to climb it, so you eventually succeed.
I'm gonna hurt myself.
But it's a matter of balance throughout your sleep.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm not really good at dexterity. But sure, we'll go for it.
Oh my goodness. Do you sleep? And also, do you sleep in your heavy armor, or because that'll have
Oh
an
no, I would
effect?
take that off.
Okay, okay.
I would just wear I think I have chainmail. I would probably just wear that.
Um, if
Let
it's
me see.
medium or heavy armor, it'll cause an effect for
Yeah.
sleep.
I have chainmail on, so I'll just
Okay.
switch out my attire for that.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that just as easily.
I'm sleeping on Dupree. Her shoulder.
Well,
Is that
Dupree,
okay?
yeah. You can go ahead and make a. Go ahead and make a perception check.
What are you doing?
Or
Perception check.
a perception or an acrobatics.
On everyone?
No, just Storm.
Just on Storm.
Because she's sleeping on Dupree's shoulder and.
Just click it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Storm, you notice that while sleeping on her shoulder, that her movements in her sleep are kind of erratic, and you reckon that before long, she might just fall off. In fact, she's probably just about to fall off right now, and if you want, you can try to wake her as she's probably about to fall.
Dupree, wake up! Did I do it?
Yeah, that works.
Wake up! You about to fall.
Go ahead,
You
Dupree.
Going
slap-
down with
you
you.
slap me.
Dupree, go ahead and we didn't say that was with advantage. I want to see another roll. Go ahead and make an acrobatics to save your to land on your feet or something. Not take harm
Okay.
from this.
Okay.
The sudden startle of being awakened while also on your somewhat mid-fall, not mid-fall, but about to fall. You aren't able to gather your senses completely just before this. But you'll take 1d6 falling damage. However, there is a sequence that happens before all of this. The reason why you're restless in your sleep, and it isn't from the discomfort of the tree. You dream that you find yourself back at the silvery nebula. However, it's a lot more condensed this time around. There is a larger center to it. And with it growing brighter, you also sense a greater power within it, such as through your divine sense. Connected with celestial energy. It also begins to ping and you get the sense that it's trying to almost reach out to you with its energy in some way. You can feel it. If you reach out with it, you can feel it almost interact with your hand and then your arm. If you don't reach out to it, you might feel a sense in your face or shoulder. And after...
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. No, keep going.
after feeling this connection and responding to it in some way, whether you speak out to it, whether um, you begin a somatic sort of prayer, it almost the light almost expands outward and shoves you back into the direction of where you come from at the same speed of which you had this dream before. You land back into the tree and it startles you awake. However, falling on the ground, looking up into this still, this was in the middle of your sleep, and still kind of like coming to dawn, but it's still quite dark. You see a sort of, I guess meteor would be the right term, fly overhead, but not large in a sort of way, but it has a white trail falling behind it, and it moves off into the direction up north. And you can't help but feel that you were supposed to see that in that very moment, and you feel the same connection you felt in your dream. Before long, you hear some rumbling. But it isn't in the direction of the meteor that landed, though you do hear a boom overhead. The rumbling seems to be coming from the south. Lizard folk around guarding the area seem to be perked up and interested, though not too alarmed just yet. Is there anything that you two do at this time? Storm and Dupree would be awake.
Do we want to wake up the others?
Yeah. Let him know.
Okay. How about you go wake up Boris and I'll go wake up Keithan.
Okay. Boys, wake up.
Go away, you stupid fly.
Wake up.
What do you want?
There's something coming.
I kind of try to wake up, and
Yeah.
I'm just lying. I'm kind of like a blur right now, and I'm just like, what do you mean? What's coming?
As you say that, your senses somewhat coming back, without having too much time to reply. You do get the feeling of low trembling from the south, or what sounds like from the south.
You're right. Something is coming. It's coming from the south. Get everybody up.
So,
So I go up to Keithan, a little cautious because he's being guarded right now.
The guards
Ah.
kind of halt you, but they'd be in different positions now, but
Sure.
something like this. They wouldn't let you farther than this, allowing
Right.
you to kind of verbally speak with them.
Gotcha. I kind of yell out to Keithan, try to get him awake. Yo, Keithan!
What? What are you doing at this time of the hour?
I point towards the sound of the rumble, and I say, "There's something going on."
And even while she says this, without even finishing her sentence, you can make out this low trembling as you gather your senses. And
Okay.
it does seem to be increasing over time.
Okay. Let's go take a look.
I'm not going by myself this time.
How far are you traveling, Keithan?
I'll just regroup with everyone, and I'll tell. I'll maybe bring some of the lizard men with me.
Before you take a step down the stairs or trying to go past the back, there's a lizard folk that will stop you and somewhat not hush you, but in a way tell you to ask of you to observe a bit more. Seems that they might know something that could be up to, and they seem a bit alert.
Okay. So I feel I can only feel something coming, right? Like trembling.
You can hear, and then you can feel the trembling a bit, yes. And they're quite cautious, and they're not allowing you to leave just yet, wanting to make sure that everything's okay with whatever's happening.
I cannot read your cue.
Basically, you wouldn't be allowed to leave for just a moment as it steadily increases.
Okay.
They eerily pick up in timidness, and they begin to close in and surround you at the sound and of this increasing pace. They start to not hiss, but mutter in low tones and worry. It's steadily increasing faster and growing in strength. Is there anything anybody does at this time?
Well, I draw my weapon.
Okay.
Get ready for whatever's coming. Can I use divine sense? See if whatever
you
this
can use
is.
divine sense.
Okay.
The only thing that you sense right now is actually the faint divine connection that Keithan has connected to this coatl. But that's it.
Okay.
I yell
So I
out
can't.
to Ethan. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. No, I was just saying I can't sense what's going on or what's
no,
coming.
it's not
Okay.
it's not like undead or holy.
Right. Okay.
Would I be able to hear the lizard folk like murmuring something or yelling about something, or even
Where
talking?
would you be located at? You would be wherever Storm woke you up at. And where did you sleep, basically?
That I do not know.
You could be on any one of these levels as long as it's not like the top one. And the
Sure,
and
second level.
Sure. Yeah, you could have heard them. That there's a I mean,
Here,
as
I'll
the
just
trembling
move it right there.
continues, yeah, some of their mutters grow louder so that it can be heard among the trembling, and it's steadily increasing.
I yell out to Keith, and what do you know what they're saying? What's going on?
I would have to yell back at him, wouldn't I, for him to understand me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they won't let you leave just yet. They seem to think something's up.
Okay. I'm just gonna wait for what's coming, and kind of see if I can make it out as it gets closer.
Sure.
Let's
yes.
see.
Anybody else that's doing anything before I initiate more stuff?
How much sleep did we get?
Short rest.
Short rest. Fuck.
Short rest. Okay.
Can't use rage if we go into battle.
I'm right there beside Boris. Just watching.
All right. In the distance, you hear a wide array of thundering beats and the roar of the great beast you encountered when you first arrived here. And before long, you begin to spot some life forms coming through the brush. First, some fast-moving bipedal bird-looking things. You hear the honking of some more moving entities, as well as screeches. Large spiked animals move about to the side, unable to step onto the pyramid. A herd of Triceratops also moves through the right. Is there anything you guys do at this time? The lizard folk seem highly skittish and somewhat aware of what's happening, and begin to kneel and almost pray in a way, bowing repeatedly to Keithan. And after some moments, you feel the same power that you felt from the Coatl surge within you. And something that you identify through your sorcery abilities of when you were first transported here, when the giant crystals were activated, you feel a well of power come up. Ferocious looking, sharp-toothed bird entities weave their way through the larger, ignoring the other life forms. Before long, you hear or you see the great beast entity. However, it moves through just as it does the others. They seem to be running past. And almost away. Is there anything you guys do?
Now make an
Uh,
insight check to
So
kind of determine the behavior of the herd. Like, is it running in fear, or
yes,
is it?
absolute fear. This would be an easy passive insight check,
Okay.
and it seems both prey and hunter are running together.
Huh.
The lizard folk and sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna stand my ground.
Okay.
uh,
Where are the rest of you standing?
I'm standing on that second level. I'm fixing to haul ass up to the pyramid.
Some of the paladins and volunteers, the reinforcements, and the ones that you saved, are looking fearful, and one of them just yells out, you know what, let's just make some...
Oh Lord, this is not good.
Okay, two of them say, "Oh, hell with this," and they run in the direction that these beasts are running in, caught by their own fear. Even the great beast is looking quite panicked. And it seems like almost an endless stream of these beasts are running through here.
You gotta go to your...
Anything? Any actions?
Nope.
Nope.
Where? Go ahead.
Can I try to
Nope.
speak to one of the lizardmen and ask if they know what's happening? Of course, I'm going to talk to them in Draconic.
They seem to be muttering to you for salvation, for protection, and safety. You do recall the words that the Coatl referred to itself as its protector of these people and their creator. By extension of that, you are a part of it.
Okay.
Make do with that for what you will.
Question.
Yeah.
What does celestial resistance do? As far as what I'm reading, it's just like a light, but
You have that on your. Let me just.
yeah, let me.
Is
It's
it?
in my notes. It's you touch one object that is no larger than 10 feet in any dimension. Until the spell ends, the object sheds a bright light in a 20-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 20 feet. But it covers the object like it's opaque. So I'm just wondering if it's like a light that shoots up in the sky, or if it's like a shield, or what is it?
You could choose any object. It sounds something like darkness, but with light. So yeah, you could choose your
Okay.
shield. You can choose a rock. But it needs to be.
Gotcha. So it's
Yeah.
like a little mini campfire.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Or a
Okay.
torch.
Or a torch. Okay. Okay, good to know. I'm like trying to wrap my head around this. I'm like, what is this?
And then it also says you have resistance to necrotic and radiant damage.
Yes.
All right. Anything you do with that?
No, I was just asking about that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think anyone's gonna do anything.
What's that?
I don't think anyone's not gonna do anything.
Is there any location you choose to go, or is that where is you just gonna be on the stairs? Also, your volume's a bit iffy.
Low.
Yeah, you're
high?
kind of quiet.
Low. I have you at like 200%, and you're still low.
Is that better?
That's much better.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
god.
So,
Does the temple have any like? Is there any way to get inside, or is it just
No,
like
it's just
like a monolith?
it's more of a monolith. There's no
Okay.
entering. It's not hollow inside. It's just stacked on top of each other and
Okay.
built up.
I'm
Gotcha.
just gonna stay on the stairs because I don't think they would let the lizard folk would even let me up there. So.
They seem a bit distracted right now, just focused in on Keithan, and some of them are even kneeling and like praying to him, bowing to him. So they might not stop you super concentrated on what they're doing right now.
Okay, I'm gonna just head on up there.
All right.
I'm gonna stay back.
Is there anything you shout to the paladins? Because they're looking kind of lost and undecided right now. Whether to go up with you, follow their allies, run with these dinosaurs, whatever they're.
Sure, I'll tell them. Y'all get up here. Everything's okay up here. It's safe. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I just try to reassure them. Stand your ground. But if you're too chicken to to help us, then leave with your brethren.
Go ahead and make a persuasion or intimidation roll
Okay, I'll
to
do
convince
persuasion.
them to stay. Oh, okay. And with your inspiring presence, that'll definitely help. Yeah, you'll get the rest of the folks up here with that, I think.
Yep.
They try to push in. They kind of stand in between the kneeling and squat lizard folk. And before long, you see what's coming. Earlier, when you first came to this place, you had met the great beast. However, it was wounded by the Triceratops, or the horned beast that it had faced and killed afterwards. This one, however, was running at full pace. You do find the one with the leg injury somewhat limping and lagging behind the rest. And you spot what's these beasts have been running from. A horde of ant-looking humanoids appear from the brush.
Horrifying.
And press forward. They easily surround and overcome the great beast you encountered or recognize. Others step over and begin making their way towards the pyramid, going up it, climbing it with ease. Some of the lizard folk at the back are looking nervous, and their concentration is broken from praying to you, and begin to try to arm themselves. Is there anything any of you do at this time?
How many can you make out? Or I guess can I make out?
Of these ants?
Yeah, like is it like
it's countless, and you can still hear rustling within the forest beyond. You reckon that there's probably thousands of these things coming towards you, and this is just the front line of it.
Right.
2 arms?
Not to boast anything, Keithan, but I think you're their leader now.
First day on the
Well,
job.
are
and
they
everyone
there
dies.
to?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, just like, are they there to like hurt him, or are they there to like
These ants?
witness? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Assume they're hunting.
they're tearing through this. They tore through this T-Rex like it was nothing, and it like
Okay,
it
okay.
died within a matter of seconds. They
Okay, it's like it's like that ghost army when they devoured that
Yes,
elephant
yes,
thing
basically.
from Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
That's a perfect analogy.
Yeah.
We don't stand no chance. Keithan, I don't know if you got control of these or whatever these animals are, but I think the big ones with the horns on top of their heads, I think they're really fast. So, is there any way you can get those so we can run with those and get that out of here?
Yeah,
Ride with one.
unfortunately cannot control these dinosaurs.
Yeah, you can only control the lizard folk.
And they're kind of past you. Some of these bigger and faster ones, but there are some stragglers that were just behind, and you could probably like try to jump on one of these and make it out. There's a number of things that could be done here, though. Just before,
Okay.
you know, this is like let's see.
Well, those 2 paladins who ran away are completely fucked now.
Well, I mean, they might be stomped by dinosaur feet, so you know.
And those ant folk climb the stairs?
Yes, they're climbing it right now.
Yeah, they're climbing up.
This is about
They're
50,
climbing it right now.
50 feet
Yeah.
up in the air, and they're just climbing this vertical edge.
Insight, how long till they get to reach us?
50 feet.
50 feet.
Probably like 2 turns. 1 turn or 2 turns.
Okay, well, there's no point in us running.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to just fight them, because I don't think we got a chance, considering they just took down that big ass animal right there.
Well, it seems that they're just running in a straight line, so we just need to cut up a defend in front of us, and I think we're good.
Has anybody got a shield of any kind?
I mean, I've got a shield, but not like one that can bubble us.
I'm sure they have some they have some makeshift shields, if that's what you mean.
Hmm.
We got this shit. I'm
Let's
gonna yell out to my fellow lizard boys, and I'm gonna say, "Hold your ground." And Draconic.
Wait, is there any way you can get that dragon to come back at all, Keithan?
Nope,
Oh,
Probably not.
he's dead. I'm just kidding.
he's dead. He's
Damn.
dead.
Keithan.
Damn, he's like, he's dead.
As you tell the lizard folk to stand your ground, their concentration is broken, and you feel the surge of power beginning to wane.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm gonna say. Okay, half of you keep praying.
All right,
The other half
so
keep defending.
the crocodon nods at you, basically getting the gist, and it stands at the edge, ready to defend
Be
this
devoured.
line as you figure out what's going to happen. With your kind of sorcerer side, the same way that you felt the surge of power while within the dome, and you were able to cast abilities without it wearing out on you. You get the sense that you can manipulate this energy, whatever it is.
You know, it's a real damn shame I don't have Fireball yet.
Well, I have a light cantrip. No, I don't know if that's the same thing.
Oh shit,
And
Fireball.
it doesn't have to be.
It's not a fireball. It's just a light.
Oh,
And you don't have to have like a certain spell within your ability to start manipulating this. You can kind of
Wait,
freely will and manipulate this. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Boris.
What's the Ray of Frost do, by the way?
It can target one person and then slow them down.
Oh, well.
you can slow down
Oh,
one of the
damn.
ants.
We can
Just
all get in
one.
a
It's
line.
fine.
We can get in a line right here and just slow one part down.
Yeah, let's just let's form a line and just hack with our sword.
So I'm gonna try and manipulate this energy into fire.
Okay.
I'm gonna embody my gold dragon bloodline and try to use it in a form of fire.
And how do you use this fire? Is it a fire? Is it like, an explosion? Is it a sort of zone? Are you raining down fire?
Oh damn!
I'm gonna rain down fire, and when it hits the ground, it's gonna explode.
It's like
Okay.
tiny little ones.
All right. Temporal energy begins to suddenly appear in clouds above the area, and begins to rain. This clouded area, of course, not over your zone. It's set up kind of appropriately to attack and damage these entities making their way through. More pressed down forward as they continue their advance. The ones that are direct line of your direction are making their way up. Some of them who have dashed their way up here make it to the edge. Some of the lizard folk response with some attacks. Let's see here.
have to add in real quick. Has anyone seen like the old Disney movie Dinosaur?
Yes.
Yes.
You know, I'm really just imagining one of those dinosaurs
Oh,
just looking back.
no.
It's
Why?
No! Too soon, man. Oh my god. Even as a kid, that scene wrecked me.
Yeah, that was a feels movie.
My god.
The raining fire begins to pepper the vast army that's making their way through here. However, there's just so many that some are still getting through. Some are still continuing their way up. You're still able to kind of channel a huge storm cloud of raining fire. However, this is what you're concentrating on right now. If you wish to manipulate another way, the clouds would disperse, as you would feel like how normally spells would be, but normally is relative because we don't have magic in real life.
Damn it.
I'm just concentrating
Only.
basically. How effective is this fire going?
It's killing some. However, there's just so many. There's some that are getting through, and they're still making their way up. Although it's more like half of them about make up their way up, but they're still coming, and it seems like there's no end to them.
Well, I'll keep this going. You guys take care of the rest of them that make it up.
I'm good.
Yeah, I've got nothing.
Okay.
Me neither.
All right. More continue their way up. They begin to tear apart their front line after some of them are killed, but they can't stop all of them. Ones that are still kind of in prayer, some of them that were told to be on guard. Others are get distracted and begin to try to defend themselves, what life they have left, or what time they have left. However,
Is Thorn still here?
Thorn?
Or no? Yeah.
No,
Storm. Storm could be. Oh, Thorn. Yes, Thorn is with you all.
We probably should have asked if he could do something.
No, he doesn't. He has no idea what to do. He's praying right now to his own god, but they're not answering.
What question?
Yeah.
Can I use my amazing sorcerer powers and twin spell this bitch?
Sure. You can create more storms and
Lightning.
Make them
water and lightning. Water and lightning. There you go.
It's getting quite exhausting, and you feel actually what energy that there was. Now that more are being killed, you're kind of pumping your own energy and own soul and life into this, and trying to stop this from happening. You get the feeling a connection from the mind again, from the coatl, of it trying to commune with you again. It sends an image to you, which you almost react. it's you've taken up the oath with this thing, not an oath, but the deal with it, and you get the memory of its own control, and you feel possessed by the coatl for the moment, and your concentrations on the clouds disperse. Well, not disperse. They almost condense in on themselves and gather in around you to surround just delete. Okay. It all coagulates into an area surrounding you in a super condensed fire, emanating outwards, however. Make this a bit bigger. Some of the lizard folk are able to finish off the other ones and push them through the almost flame barrier that you're now emanating. However, lacking somewhat control, feeling that the coatl has taken it. Some of the lizard folk go back to shifting back to prayer to you, seeing as their protector is doing their work. And it holds up well now that the wizard folk are praying to you in full again. Seeing as you're able to manipulate this ability and be a catalyst for the coatl, they are re-inspired and you feel the faith strong again. The ant warriors continue to make their way through. They continue marching through, and it seems almost like no end. But after about 10 minutes or so, it seems like their numbers slowly thinning out. And eventually they start to diminish and make way to smaller, more frail-looking ant humanoids. And they seem to be carrying white cocoons. However, they are surrounded by more larger Praetorian-looking soldiers. Keithan, you get the feeling of a strong entity trying to enter your mind as you are being possessed, but you are still being part of a catalyst and a willing kind of possessed subject of your coatl deity. You get the sense that whatever is trying to intrude is trying to break almost your bond. Go ahead and make a charisma saving throw.
All of us?
This is for Keithan. All right. You're able to withhold the intrusion of this mind. it is way more forced than how you feel this coatl was. Soon enough, you all are able to witness, although it is passed through bright lights of the condensed firewall, there are shimmers within throughout it that sometimes break through, and you're able to see on the outside. Surrounded by soldiers is what would be the queen. She moves slowly, being carried by many workers. They stop before seeing you all at the pyramids. There's almost a sense of hate that you get from this entity, but it's not a feeling of emotion. It's more instinctual, like it has to destroy you or something.
Like intent.
Yes. However, it seems to almost ponder and look for a moment, gazing at the power that it's standing before. After just some moments without even words being said, the queen and the rest of her troops move about the sides and continue to make their way until there are no longer any of them. Keithan, you suffer 1 point of desperation, or exhaustion, pretty much. You all are also very hot temperature and uncomfortable. Keithan, your exhaustion is also not exhaustion, but tiredness is also set to the lowest.
Barely awake.
What's that?
Barely awake.
Barely awake, yeah. And in fact, after that, seeing that they're gone, you will just collapse on the spot.
Okay.
Is there anything you others do at this time?
Well, we don't really have a way to communicate with the lizard folk.
That's true.
So we're kind of fucked.
Another thing is that north is the direction you're going to for Akarek and also the meteor you saw and
Right.
felt in your dreams.
Right. I don't know. I guess try to use gestures towards the lizard folk, saying, let's head towards north. But I don't know if they're gonna listen to me.
Go ahead and make a
Oh, God.
persuasion with disadvantage. Unfortunate. But you are able to communicate that you want to head north. However, one of them holds up their hand and simply shakes their head, refusing that they will go north, standing by Keithan's side.
All right, then.
They also refuse allowing you to take Keithan with you should you try to leave.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Uh, do we dare venture off alone without him, guys?
Take them with us. Come on.
The lizard folk try to stop you, and
That they won't let us.
some of them hiss and arm themselves as you try to grab and take their leader. Prophet
Ethan,
thing.
you better do something.
Keithan's got to ditch these folks.
Yeah,
Well-
Keithan. Jeez.
Well, Keithan's out, ain't he? He
Yes,
collapsed.
Yeah,
he's
he is.
absolutely out.
He's been KO'd.
There's nothing I could do. I guess we take a
Yeah,
rest
that's-
here. We can rest here and just get a long rest in. Before we
Yeah,
do
because
anything.
we did have just a short rest before this happened.
Just make sure. Hey, we
Is
need to
it
stealth-
what's
need to
the
stealthily
time? Like,
we need to
is
stealthily
it like
do something.
midday or is it daytime now?
It's just
Or-
morning time.
Oh, okay.
We need to get the rest of our rest in, but I will say this. We need to try to do something to keep something on Keithan where if they try to take him somewhere, if they do, we got a lead on him. I look towards Mr. Thorne and ask him, is there anything that you can do for tracking somebody?
Well, what did you have in mind?
Something that would let us know if someone tries to pick him up or tries to take him somewhere away from this area.
Well, I don't know. Just keep an eye on him. What are you asking me for?
Because we need rest. It's what we need. We only got a short
Well,
rest.
we can do shifts. We can just sleep a little bit, and somebody stays awake and keeps watch. I guess.
All right. Who's the healthiest out of the bunch?
This is why I hired you, Dupree.
Oh. Oh my God! Thank you.
I'll leave it up to you to lead these folks.
Oh my God.
You guys speaking of rest, I'll go take mine. Thorn just goes down the steps and sleeps on one of the corners here.
How tired are we?
You guys are quite tired. Let me see what.
Like sleepy?
I'm hit pretty
Yeah,
bad.
you
That's
got-
why I need a rest.
Okay.
Boris would be very sleepy because he was out late and he didn't quite get as much rest as the rest of you. The rest of you would probably be just tired or sleepy. It wouldn't cause too much.
Okay.
Yeah, the tired or sleepy would cause exhaustion.
Let me do healing hands on Boris just to heal him just a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, you can get your healing stuff out of the way and what have you.
Okay. Let's see. Regains number of hit points equals to level.
Times 5.
So it's 5? Okay.
How many you want to spend?
I'll do 2.
Okay. Oh wait, does
Just
it?
a little bit.
Did I?
Oh.
Maybe I did interpret it wrong. Wait, yeah, it is per
Oh.
point, and you get 5 per level, so you can spend. That's how I read it. I'm sorry, or that's how I was supposed to read
No worries. So how many points can I spend?
it. So you level 5 paladin, you have 25 points that you can spend.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll do. Shoot, we'll do 15.
Okay. Boris, you get 15 health points back.
Wait, how many health points do you need back?
My max is 58. I'm
wait,
at
wait,
33.
wait. Before you say exact numbers, that's kind of meta. Use
Okay.
the health status from robust, healthy, okay, hit. It automatically tracks it for you. Just use.
Oh.
I'm hit. Yeah. I'm pretty hit up.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
not
let's
quite
do
bloodied,
15.
but he's probably on his way.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, we'll do 15 then.
Yeah, that's a good roll.
Sorry for metagaming.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
That's why I had to put it there, but that's good.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay. I can take first watch then,
Okay,
because I'm just a little bit tired. So.
sure. And watch is part of the long rest. Like you could read and it still counts as part of the long rest. And it's kind of weird like that, but
Cool.
it's okay. Go ahead and make your first perception.
Perception. Okay.
Rosie, you eerily notice that there are no sounds from the forest after all these events. Not even small birds or animals. Not even small bugs. It seems. The forest has gone completely quiet. It's almost haunting.
Damn, Keithan, you killed everything. Okay.
Yeah, first 2 hours go by. Not too eventful.
No sounds.
Yeah, no sounds.
No sounds.
Boris or Storm want to take the next watch?
Sure. Y'all get some sleep and
Cool.
do what y'all do. I'll be here
Okay.
doing whatever.
Go ahead and make a perception roll.
Yippee.
Sleepy.
Mm.
Oh, dang. Oh, before this, I kind of tell Boris like a note like, hey, keep ear out. There's no sounds going on, so just keep an ear out,
Makes
just
it even better
watch
for
out.
me.
Boris, you happen to
Yeah.
spot an animal, beast, hiding in the
Uh-oh.
brush that had kind of tripped over and didn't get back up. They kind of just played dead and lied super still this whole time, and they're continuing to do so. They seem kind of camouflaged with their environment, but you still see them with the faint movement of their neck. It's a Gallimimus just sitting in the brush. You reckon you could get the jump on this thing because it's shocked out of its mind.
Is anyone else awake around me?
No, but you can wake. There's some lizard folk, and you can wake people up if you want.
I hate to leave the lizard folks right there on Keitham, but
Your passive insight has shown like they're kind of trustworthy, but they are cautious.
Gotcha. Well, I'll just go and do it by myself, I guess.
Okay.
So I make my way. I try to sneak my way down. Let's see, what's the best way to do this? He's playing dead right here, right?
Yeah, it thinks that nothing can see it. It's just kind of not really plain dead, but it's just really, really still. Kind of like when a deer just lays down in the grass and just relies on its camouflage to protect it.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way down the stairs and kind of
It'll be somewhere right here.
what?
It's on the right corner,
Oh,
right top corner.
yeah, then I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna go down the stairs. I'm actually not downstairs. I'll just hop down through right here.
Okay.
Just go by there and go to this forest right here. Try to get the jump on it.
Okay. You're gonna do sneaking.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and do sneak.
All right. Let's see. Stealth, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's successful, I believe.
Yeah, it's successful. Seems
All right.
unaware that you're on it. It's kind of more looking out for the ants people.
Let's see. I'm gonna head over to there. Am I still okay?
Yep.
How far is that right there? He might need to get in the next brush to even get something going.
Yeah, you can get to the next brush. It's just in between. It'll be in between this brush and getting to it, which will you maybe need another one, but um,
Do I still have a javelin or no?
you can pick up a javelin that's from the lizard folks.
Is it gonna be down here though?
You could, yeah, you would have it on you. And
Okay.
I remember that you said that you wanted to collect some javelins to throw at the Quaddle, so you would have had some collected already.
Gotcha. All right.
Probably
What?
equal to the ones that you were disarmed of.
I'm gonna take a javelin and since he's laying dead still, didn't think no one's seen him and he hadn't seen me or anything.
Right.
It's gonna be a pretty easy target, you would think, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just javelin the hell out of it.
Sure. Go
Try to
ahead and- sure,
for
go
a
ahead
kill
and-
shot.
Yeah, go ahead and make a roll with advantage. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if you one-shot this thing.
No.
Oh, no, you did. It's good.
Oh, okay. Well,
This is 5 HP.
one shot it.
Huh?
One shot. Hell yeah.
Yeah. If you didn't, I would have gave it a chance to run off with like a wound, and you would have had to track it or something. But no, you got it. It had a exposed back, and you aimed for the kind of torso heart area, and in a one quick fluid charge, you managed to stick your javelin right in its through its chest into its heart. And before it could even get up, you kind of hold it to the ground, pinned, and it only kills it faster. It's just after a moment that you're able to feel it give up.
Mhm.
And you got a big meal for everybody.
Yeah. Can I I'm gonna try to I can't use my damn greatsword to gut it, can I? Clean it. I wish I had a dagger.
Your
of some
knuckles
sort.
would fare a lot better.
Okay, well, let's just do the knuckles. I'm gonna try to gut it and clean it with my knuckles.
Sure,
and,
sure. Go ahead and make a intelligence roll with yeah, just yeah, intelligence.
Yikes. The big old yikes. I mean, I had 3 good rolls.
You accidentally pierced the like intestines and liver and taint some of the meat. However, you are able to salvage still a good portion of it. It'll feed everybody here, though there will be probably no leftovers. Some of the lizard folk might pick at the tainted meat a bit because they can eat it.
I'll probably just carry like the good meat and then carry the actual animal up there and just throw it to them.
Yeah, they'll eat some of the raw meat raw too. And some of them give like a kind of hachupa, like a celebratory almost like a thank you in a way as you bring them a nice meal. Storm and Dupree can be awoken for the meal once it's ready. Boris, you probably ate your fair share and probably would want to head back to bed and afterwards. Storm, the meal would perk you up, and you'd be ready for your watch. Go ahead and make your perception check. Yeah, same things with Rosie's. Forest is still dead quiet. Seems everything was almost removed or is still in a sort of state of shock and fear to not make a peep. Yeah. Keithan, it's been a long rest. However, it seems that you aren't coming to consciousness so soon. You are in a dreamlike state. However, the interaction with it isn't so much dreamlike as it seems more, I guess, ethereal is probably where we're going with this. You find yourself in kind of a fog, able to see your own body and your hands, but just out in front of you is like a haze in whatever direction. If you travel a route about, you eventually come across a figure. What is it that you do? It's just a silhouette.
Oh my bad. I can't make it out.
No, it's just the black silhouette in the fog.
Can I call out to it?
You can call out, but you get no response.
I'm gonna walk towards it if I can.
You can.
Okay, I'm gonna walk towards it.
It's just standing on just a few steps away. Do you approach it so that you can see it?
Yes.
What you see is a silver-haired and dark-skinned figure facing away from you.
Can I do an insight to see if I can see what it's looking at?
You can make an insight, yes, or
Maybe tell I could try and read its body language.
Yeah.
Okay, second.
What you see or recognize after just a moment is it's similar traits to you. But not only that, it seems to almost have the same height, hair, or style, I guess you would say. It seems to be facing away from you, and if you try to look at what it is looking at, if you go by its side, you'll recognize that even the attire, it actually is you. And you see yourself in a torpor.
I try and touch it.
Sure. You seem to almost kind of can go through it.
I'm gonna try and talk to it again.
It doesn't respond. It's your eyes are closed, and it seems to be unreactive to you, and you aren't able to touch it, but you go kind of straight through it if you stick your arm through.
I'm gonna stick my arm through it and kind of just like wave it around.
Yeah, it just kind of goes around, and yeah, it doesn't really do anything.
um, and no expression, just kind of almost as if it's asleep, standing up.
Yeah. It's like borderline sleeping or dead. You can't quite tell, and without being able to feel its pulse or feel your pulse, you aren't quite sure.
Am I able to touch myself? Does my hand go through myself, or
Your hand goes through yourself, or if you are yourself and you're touching your own hand, yes, you touch your own hand. But when you touch this other body that's you, it doesn't interact with it. It just goes straight through it.
okay? Do I see anything else?
Nothing else. Nothing in the distance. It's just you and you.
Um, okay. Can I attempt to cast message on it?
You go through maybe the semantics or the verbal of it, but it doesn't seem to have an effect.
Okay. Can I try and call it to the coatl?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so I'll do that and ask if it's there.
You seem to not get a response.
I'm gonna say, is anyone there?
As you noticed earlier when you called out to this, your voice kind of resonates and echoes back to you.
Is it like is it just white that I see? Or
Just
is
kind
it
of white
black?
haze, yeah, just an infinite. And it's barely like goes like 2 feet in front of you, but so you can stand right next to yourself and your other body and see your details and stuff. But after stepping out by like a foot or so, it begins to fade away.
I'm gonna see if I can keep walking.
You keep walking, and you keep walking. Eventually, you kind of somehow loop back around to your own body. almost as if like you were guided there by instinct, luck, or some coincidence.
I want to see the another figure and walk towards it and see myself, and I'll be like, oh, not this guy again.
This fucker.
um, I guess I'm just gonna keep messing with it.
Okay. I could guide you through some things here, but is there anything you have in mind when you're messing with it that you want to tell me?
I'm kind of just like, I guess, sticking my hand in and out of it, kind of just like confused or trying to like comprehend.
Okay, here's what happens.
Okay.
You wave your hand around inside of it, let's say it's your left hand, and as you go kind of wave it around, you feel sometimes a more tingling sensation at the end of your hand. And as you kind of propel, helicopter your arm around it, you get the feeling that it's actually from the... Well, go ahead and make an investigation roll. I'm just curious. It'll be pretty easy because you have like unlimited time here, so you'll eventually succeed. Oh yeah, you succeed on the first kind of try when you get back to this body. You realize that the sensation grows when you are almost aligning your body part with this body, with your own body.
And I kind of step into it.
Yes. And at that point, it's been a few hours even after the long rest, with no avail after all that time, and even trying to draw you awake again, to no avail. You suddenly come back awake, eyes wide, on the floor of the top of this temple. However, you still feel the exhaustion of the morning, of just that morning, or earlier that day. It's now more midday, getting into probably evening, because you guys pulled a graveyard shift.
Am I just on top of the temple, or am I like
You're on top of the
resting
temple.
somewhere?
You're on top of the temple, but you're lying flat on the ground, and like you can get up, but you're gonna feel absolutely drained and exhausted.
What are my surroundings? Like
You see
lizard
the
men.
lizard. Yeah, you see the lizard folk. You see your companions. You see everything's okay. It's back. The jungle's back around you. The sky's nice and blue.
Lots of ant ash.
Antash? Oh yeah,
Incinerating rubble.
yeah, for sure.
I guess I'm just gonna say what happened. Am I dead?
One of
Oh,
the
no one's answering. I might be dead.
Yeah, I know, right? The lizard folk. One of the lizard folk responds with having a cooked haunch of meat prepared for you, or brought to you, showing that you are very much alive if you bite into it and taste it.
I'm gonna kind of inspect it.
Yeah, you could inspect it. It's go ahead.
I'm not eating any meat. Ant meat.
No. This is
No, are you eating meat that's tainted?
no. This is a prime select piece.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna
Top
bite into
tier, USDA approved.
Yeah, USDA approved.
So I'm just gonna start chomping down on it.
Yeah, it was a pretty hungering encounter for sure. Speaking, the rest of you would have stuffed yourself could have quenched your thirst, and over time your temperature would have gone back to normal from all that heat. Um, However, of course, and then you're also all well rested or energized, I should say, except Keithan, who's still, even after that whole long rest and even extra hours, is still quite exhausted and barely awake.
Spitting fire takes a lot out of me.
Yeah, it's quite the toll.
Yeah, I would see.
So much so, it fucking sent him to the ethereal realm.
Oh, damn.
He had to repossess his body. But, yeah, Keithan's awake. He's still looking quite sluggish. His staff is still to the side. None of the lizard folks has touched it, knowing its capabilities.
I guess I'm just gonna continue resting.
Yeah, you can continue resting. Any others that would like to speak up and do stuff?
Good.
Would you like to maybe
well,
share plans on,
Right.
Akerek, North, the gems?
hmm yeah, we should probably plan our next course of action.
I'm gonna go over here where Dupree is. Dupree, sorry.
Um, yeah. I asked Boris, do you think it's wise for us to keep continuing our search for these gems, or should we head back to the town?
Probably just keep rolling on if we can get through these lizard folk.
We can try. We can try to ask them if they want to, come with us once Keithan's rested.
Yeah, we can do that.
Are there? Do we have any like caravans or
Yes,
horses with us?
Yes, with the reinforcements, and your own personal horse was able to recover with the little bit of rest that was given before, and then this whole long rest.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys got some caravans and stuff.
Okay. So maybe before Keithan passes out, try to, I guess, entice him to sleep in the back of like a wagon or one of, on a horse even. So that way we can continue on our quest.
Wait a minute. A thing about
Or do
that.
we not?
One second as I figure out something
You're good.
here. So,
You're good.
I'm wondering, did you guys leave horses back in Bertag, or did you ride the horses to the edge of the forest and then dismount, and then like track from there?
I remember they had
I
to
honestly-
heal some horses or something like that, and then y'all had to walk.
Oh, right. Because remember, Boris left while me and Storm to heal the horse with the broken
Mhm.
leg.
Mm-hmm.
So, uh,
But you later joined up with them, and I'm wondering if everyone later joined up with them, or if there were still some leftovers left, left behind.
Right. I don't know.
I
Honestly.
don't know about that.
Sorry that
I guess it's
have forgotten to.
no, you're good.
Um,
I guess it's your call and what you
we'll
think.
we'll say that the horses are left back in Berteg, and you guys had
Okay.
traversed getting here. If you had rode your horses to the edge of the forest dismounted, the ants heading north would have dispatched them.
Oh, that's true.
So
Yep.
you'd had caravans, but no horses to pull them with. You would have had to figure something else out.
Right.
Sounds
How
good.
far is Berteg from where we are?
It's three. I think it's just 3 tiles, so that'd probably be a few hours walk.
Okay.
I think, yeah,
That's fine.
just a couple hours, maybe 1 or 2.
Y'all
Okay.
lead the way.
Yeah. Do we want to walk back to Berteg and grab our horses and hopefully they didn't move Keith in while we were gone?
No,
Or I guess we can send what?
Keithan is still at the top of the temple.
Mm-hmm. He's still resting.
Mm-hmm. But he's awake,
Yeah,
so
he
he
fell
can
back
he
asleep.
can hear you guys that you're planning and stuff. He found his
Oh,
gotcha.
backpack.
How about this? If y'all
Well,
really
we've
want me
got
to,
paladins. We've got paladins with us. Why can't we just send them?
fair enough.
Well, the last time you left paladins, they got captured by the lizard
That's
folk.
true.
I'm not leaving, Keithan. You can just hang that up.
Yeah,
Just resting.
true.
Yeah. Keithan, you could talk
I
to
mean-
them and try to order them that you want to head a certain direction, if you want.
The lizard folk.
Yeah.
Can I even get up? Okay.
It's hard for you to stand, but yeah, you'd be moving at. I guess you need. I guess you need second exhaustion. So after I'm gonna add a second exhaustion for you. So there's a flavor the speed halved.
Guess I'll probably gonna rest first, and then I'll let them know that I will be. I guess where are we going? Back to Berteg, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is what direction?
A little bit west, a little bit northwest.
So I'll tell the lizard folk that I'm going to rest, and then I will be heading west.
Okay. Oh yeah, it is directly west, nothing north. Yeah, they'd be fine with that, but they're going with you.
Oh.
Oh, he said.
Yeah,
Just
they're not taking ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're gonna have to lose them if you're gonna want them to go away.
I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. Just stay there.
You guys, I'm just gonna go pick up some milk.
We go with you.
I mean, I'm cool with this.
Okay.
Got some lizard boys.
Yeah, you guys get some reinforcements to your paladin and volunteer caravan for your gem recovery quest. You make it back to Berteg. Along the way, you see the carnage of the ant people. It seems like they continued on their way and haven't seemed to stop. see carcasses stripped down to barely skin and bone, littering the fields as these beasts would tire out, stumble, or otherwise. You're able to make it back to Berteg. Oops. Just setting up your party location, and then Berteg. You find the rest of your allies, the volunteers, the caravans and horses, and the platoon of lizard folk behind you. Some of the paladins look a bit wary of your approach, but see that you're accompanied by the other paladins and volunteers, as well as the rest of your party. Any game plan from here?
I'm gonna leave it up to Dupree.
Am I still
Well,
extremely tired?
Yes, you're
yes.
And it seems like it's a tired that's not parallel to any type of physical tired. It's like a spiritual tired. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very you feel very drained.
I'm just gonna keep sleeping. I'm gonna keep resting. I have my lizard folk carry me.
Right. Yeah, they'll carry you. They'll even,
Carry me, peasants.
They'll even set up a little not like a little carrying chair for you, like those evac beds, whatever. Also, another thing about your exhaustion is you have no spell slots right now. You're completely drained
damn.
in that sense.
Didn't need them anyways.
I don't need them anyways.
I got my lizard folk.
Yeah, they could do my bidding.
I'm too tired to talk. Do my spell.
Say this word and something will happen.
Yeah.
Ha.
You guys want to take another long rest at this place, because this it's past noon. There's still a lot of daylight left, but to continue
Can
on,
we go?
this is a safe location. You could, if you were to march on, you could make it back to the capital.
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to say. We go to Tanamai.
I mean, we could if Keithan's up for it.
Yeah, this could be just another kind of run. I mean, you did have to recollect your other fellow paladins and other volunteers, the caravans and such.
That's true.
So you could decide, like, continue tomorrow, try to press on from here, get back to the capital and report some words, and those things.
What do y'all think?
I think we need to go to the capital.
Okay. Keithan will just
I
be
agree.
resting.
I need a few mead, if you know what I mean.
And you're able to either store Keithan in a caravan or something, which the lizard folk would accompany, and you're able to get back to the capital. It would be nighttime when you arrive. just have a handout, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, you make it back to the capital, and with no farther commotions, anything that would probably try to encounter you steers clear of you now with the extra forces by your side, and with their own reputation around these parts of why others would steer clear of the lizard folk. You come to the gates of Baratanamai. Let me show. One of the guards sees the caravans, its colors, trademark symbols, yells out word for the others that to like open the gate, and you're of arrival. Word quickly transpasses to the king and queen before you even set foot on their door, knowing of your arrival. Though, should you choose to go there first, might be up, up to you guys.
I'm going to the pub or whatever.
Okay.
That's where I'll be. See you guys later.
Peace. Is there any place for like I don't know how to ask this, but are there any like warlock or like sorcerers we can talk to about Keithan's exhaustion?
Yes, there are sort of mage quarters and things like that. A mages guild within this city. And you do kind of have the starting reputation to get counsel with these folks. However, they've been very busy for the king and queen researching, trying to remedy what brought everyone here in the first place. So who you get is kind of not so high up. They're more of like an apprentice kind of speaking for them, but not so incredibly knowledgeable. However, you can kind of set up a start giving them the information, and they'll kind of like research for you what your kind of symptoms are.
Sure. Is Keithan awake for when we get here, or
Yeah,
is he like totally
Keithan can wake.
passed
Yeah,
out?
Keithan can wake up and stuff at a whim, but he's
He's still
still
like very exhausted.
drained and stuff. It took a toll on him.
Right. Right.
And it's almost made him seem sick in a way.
Okay.
What you get in response is after maybe like you sent a messenger after your encounter with the apprentice, and they will require a couple days of what exactly is going on and happening.
Sure.
They don't have much resources to put into researching this right now, as it's other research. But how much information do you give them as far as like coatl being?
I don't really give them too much information because I don't want them to treat the coatl like they're enemies right now. So I just say that Keithan helped these creatures out and expelled a lot of energy and magic.
Okay.
So not like a lot of in-depth detail before all this, but just enough to like let them know that he is like really drained and tired.
So they're just researching why he kind of like went Super Saiyan for a bit, or if they have any accounts of that in past. All right, they'll have results for you in maybe a couple days. But you would need to rest here, or
Okay.
you could probably go out and they could send you a message to one of your stones, but it would expend one of your sending stones.
Okay.
Um,
Can I ask Keithan what he would like to do? Would he like to stay here or would he like to go somewhere else?
I like the idea of resting.
Okay. Then I'll just leave him here. And I let the people taking care of Keithan not to hurt the collateral or treat them indifferently.
mhm.
So
Oh yeah,
I
you
try
definitely
to
get.
reassure them.
There's definitely paladins looking at them with hostility. They are not sure what the heck, and they were potentially looking to uh, if you didn't come with the caravans and such in your present company, they would have attacked on sight for sure.
Okay.
But the fact that you came with all of them gave them enough safety. But that's about it. They're probably not going to get much politeness, but they will be given, the spare room for them.
Okay. As I leave the building, I kind of glare at the paladins and I say, "Don't hurt them."
Storm.
Okay.
Yes.
Arriving back at the city, you notice that the great clockwork mechanisms are still not functioning ever since that you got traveled through time and got here. Your history within the city, you know of people who are supposed to maintain and engineer new innovations for the city. With your through your adopted family, you reckon you can find someone about potentially what's the problem with the clockwork? Maybe you can perhaps help out with it, if you wanted to seek that out. Although you could do anything you want right now, but you do have a history with tinkering, and I just thought that would be available to you. Something.
Yeah,
you
that's fine.
notice.
I'll do
He's
that.
Tinkerbell.
Yeah. I wasn't stay with Keevan and watch over him or just hang out with him, but instead of that, I'll just go figure out what's going on with that.
Okay, yeah, you
Well,
reckon you know that Keithan's just probably at the barracks. He's just resting up. The lizard folk can't do much to act up because of like what it would result in. Keithan could probably keep them tame and in their place for the time being. Just you guys will move out eventually, and they'll be ready to go, eager most likely. You make your way to the center of the city palace where the king and queen are, but behind that is where the grand workshop is, and the giant clock tower. You fly up to where the main hub is for the mechanisms are. I have to go through your backstory again. But you find perhaps, we'll call it an ex-coworker, as you went to travel about and make your own way in life.
hey, what's going on with this clock?
Who said that? Huh? The man looks up and takes off his goggles. Anybody there? I know that voice.
It's me, Storm.
Storm? I can't see you. Where
Yeah.
are you?
I'm right here behind you.
He turns around. He's like, "Oh, why don't you just fly in front of me? It's just so much easier to see. You're so tiny."
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Clock's been
What's
on.
going on with the clock?
Yeah, clock's been on the fritz ever since we had that ceremony. I can't figure it out.
You need any help?
Yeah, if you remember the old maintenance that we used to do on this thing.
Yeah, I do.
Let's just. I want to do a calibration on it. It requires going to the second wheel, just above this one.
All right, hold on a minute.
You remember the echo calls we have through the pipes? He's referring to, basic playground equipment where there's like a speaker metal thing and it's just a long tube that goes to another one. It's
Yeah.
basically just that, and it runs from this one to the second clock wheel above.
Okay.
And you
Let
can
me see what I can do.
Yeah, you can communicate to them from up there through that.
Hello.
Hey, okay. Now we're just gonna do our simple calibration here. We're just gonna see how it goes. Wind up that the lever. We'll release it at the same time. The lever is abnormally huge for you because you're just a wee fairy. This always required your ingenuity, but you're able to, using like torque and things like that, and like putting your shoulder into it, you're able to get some winds in that's cranked. But after a few cranks or a crank or two, you're unable to. It's too wound up and too tight to push anymore for you. However, someone larger might be able to get more out of it. It should be. It never held you back in the past. Go ahead and make a. We'll make a Tinker's roll here.
What was that?
Tinker's tools set. Let me see if we set that up for you.
I got it.
Let me set up the attribute. We'll use intelligence. Okay, go ahead and roll your Tinker's tools. We might do it with advantage. I kind of want to see what it is first. Yeah, it didn't matter. 10 is just enough. Just what you needed to be able to read that it wasn't calibration that was an issue. The unwinding of it was flawless. It requires more investigation, and you can confirm that it wasn't this. If you wish, you can make you can go up into the mechanisms and such that are still, but it's a kind of dangerous maneuver to do. But it's something that you've dared before when it's needed to get done. You can roll an investigation check while you're up there to figure out what might be causing the problem. You aren't able to find exactly what's going on because there's so many moving parts that are supposed to be moving right now, which aren't. You do, however, hear somewhere that you aren't able to specifically pinpoint some kind of whirring mechanism and a clanking that goes along with it. But there's so many parts within this place. You can't quite tell exactly where it's from. It'll need more time to investigate. With that said, I think we'll go to another person just for the time being for role play and stuff. Anybody else want to take the light for a bit?
What for a bit?
The light for a bit. If you have something in mind that you want to do while you're within the city.
Oh. Well, after leaving Keithan to rest, I want to head to that shabby little monastery of mine.
Heck yeah. You go there. The groundskeeper there gives you the strange eye, the creepy smile of like this caretaking this kind of decrepit place and the old graves in the back from the people who fought in like the past wars and followed these old religions. You have the temple to yourself again, no one attending to really these idols or what have you. In the silence, you can make your prayers.
Cool.
Is there anything that you commune specifically, or are you just giving?
I want, if I can, try to figure out the means of my dream.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 1d100.
Oh gosh. Okay.
This is
Nah.
Oh.
That's not. What?
Lower is supposed to be better on these rolls, because they're like
Oh, really?
channel divinity stuff. You want to aim for something that's your level or lower. So this is pretty close. Let's see. What do you get from this? You definitely get the sense that you were connected to it in some way and it was intended for you. However, you do feel the distance from it and you feel the gap in between and everything happening in such a rush that you weren't able to attend to it in time. You feel as though you let air down. However, you also know that air is very forgiving and understanding, merciful, and it's just a simple mistake. You're just looking out for your own life and the lives of those around you, and did the right thing, the safe thing. And though you do feel that you do need to reach that point.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, wherever it fucking landed.
Yeah, wherever that fucking thing landed.
And when you concentrate on it, and even in this prayer, you do get this feeling of direction, of where it's supposed to be. And then only when your prayer is broken is when this feeling of direction seems to diminish. It's almost like a magnet of sorts. anything left or you wish to do?
So after this, I would like to go out to the groundskeeper and ask if I could help with like the cleaning or
Oh,
just
sure.
being
Yeah.
helpful.
Yeah. He has this great big looped key ring thing, and there's all sorts of keys on there, and he goes through them one by one. He says, "Ah, here it is." Takes it off the loop. Says, "Here you are. Um, key to the utility rooms. Have what you will. Make my job easier. Give me time to tend to the gardens. I've neglected them. There is the kind of back rooms to the temple where you find several, house like several bunks, um, kind of counter area, table area for foods and stuff, as well as another corner which has the kind of cleaning supplies. There are like cobwebs up high into the ceilings of the place, and which you can find a ladder back here. The place is really dusty. Some of the benches may be broken that just needs to be taken out. And yeah.
Well,
I assume that you just get to familiarizing with the place and help him out with
Yeah.
restoring the temple.
Yeah.
All right, Boris, you're at
The pub.
the pub. Did I kill off Brackemar?
Don't think you did. Otherwise, I would have kept that in there.
I think you barely saved him or something.
Yeah, I saved him.
Yeah, and then you started levitating in front of him because like you did the magic powder.
Mm-hmm.
You did eat a paladin though. All right, so Brackemar goes to follow you into the pub. You guys get to drinking. After a while, he says, I don't know if I could do it. I thought I was cut off for this again. I was ready for adventure. I'm too old for this. It's not cut out.
Adventure's not for everybody. I'm even having second thoughts about doing all this.
Well, I mean, I had my time in adventuring when I was young. This is beyond me.
I think it's beyond everybody comparing what's happening right now. But I feel really depressed and sad right now.
Yeah.
I let everybody down, put everybody in danger. Hell, sometimes I even think that maybe that dragon should have fucking ate me.
Like if you weren't there, it would have ate me. So I'm certainly grateful, and I just hope you're not disappointed. But I don't think I could join you guys anymore in this. I think I might just stay here.
Do something for me.
What's that?
If you ain't gonna be on these adventures anymore, at least make some good meat in pub. All right. Trying to learn from the best over here at least, and maybe grow a business in Tanamly.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start from the bottom again. Boy,
I'm sure
I'm not looking forward to being ordered around.
I'm sure you can maybe be like, I kind of look around and how many is there women serving the meat or is there men? How's
It's
it?
equal. It's both men and women. Like they're more younger people just looking for work, and yeah.
I bet you can manage this place really good. You've owned your own pub and all this, that, and the other, and you had a lot of people come and go. I mean, heck, what are you gonna do? I mean, your place burned down.
Well,
So
I
I
was the
think
one
I
that did
think
it. It was pretty fun, but yeah, it was. I mean, world was going to shit. I thought it was gonna be the end on our. I didn't think we were gonna make it here, and it was surprising to see you all in action. I was like, yeah, these guys would protect me, but that was a lot.
hey, we got you here. Just stay here and make some good meat for me, and eventually you may be able to save some more money up to where you can make a new place of your own. Maybe you can talk to Mr. Lindsay or something to provide you for that, since you saved his damn life.
He's not gonna see it in that way, but and
I'll make him see it.
I don't think others are gonna take me in. They're not gonna want some outsider creating competition for them.
Well, how about this? If I get out of this thing alive, we solve this crisis. How about me and you open up a pub together?
Hell yeah! If you can help me get that started, I'll run and we can split it 50-50.
Sounds good.
Deal. And
Deal.
opens up his hand to shake yours.
I open up mine and shake his hand. But I'm going to do something, and don't know if you'll approve of it.
What's
But
that?
I call over one of the barkeeps.
Mm-hmm.
I ask, is it a he or she? Can I know that? By their looks.
If you get the attention of one that you didn't like, you can be like, no, not you, and you can point to another one and get their attention. So you can tell me which one you were trying to get a hold of.
Hey, woman, come over here.
She looks kind of like nervous. The other attendants and kind of one of the military look at you with kind of wariness, thinking like, what's he about to do? He was kind of getting rowdy.
Sorry for calling your name. I'm a little loud sometimes. I can't hear over the music, this, that, and the other. Y'all have a great bar, great pub over here. I got this man over here. He's looking to see if he can have a job here, maybe.
They hold a platter kind of like to their kind of chest. Yeah. I'll put in a word. I'll go see right now.
Thank you. If you don't mind getting the owner here as well.
Well, I'll see, but they're usually busy. They kind of take a step back, looking eager to go away.
I got you. I hope it's not too much for me to try to help you get a job here at least, and try to get you started somewhere.
I was gonna hesitate on it, but it's good to get the ball rolling. Let's see what they come back as. After some minutes, the waitress comes back and says to Breckamar to come back speak with the owner after some time when they're available. So you kind of lined up and then interview for him, but you guys are kind of getting also drunk, so he's going to be kind of a drunk interview.
At least you know how to drink. But hey, don't get too drunk, Rakamar. All right, try to lower yourself, but be tolerable to where you can hit this thing.
Well, you stop drinking too, buddy. I mean,
No,
you
no,
instigated
no.
this. I was having fun.
I'm a
You
bigger.
welcomed me. I mean, like, come on.
I'm a bigger man. You smaller. Okay. I get.
I'm a full blood orc, son. You can't.
Boy, you better watch your tongue. I'll outdrink you any day of the week.
Oh, is this that drinking competition? I hear.
Matter of fact, I scream out, does anybody want to compete with me drinking right now?
A table, a really rowdy, loud table at the end is has a dwarf. Hear this, and he kind of backhand pushes one of his companions, and he says, "I will challenge you to a drinking competition."
Oh, I'll kick your ass as far as a drink. Let's go.
All right. They get up, make their way over, and dwarf kind of calls over to one of the waiters or waitresses to get a round of drinks going for everybody. And soon enough, everyone is joined around you with drinks. Some spectators also have gathered.
I'll put down if I can win this. I'll let's see. What do I have? I'll put down for one of my javelins that I got here from the outside world. Y'all don't never know about.
The men and women here that are part of this little group kind of burst up laughing. We only bet our tab money, son, and the honor that we have. By the tab money, he means that your military givings per month.
How many do I have, by the way?
You spent yours already. You'll get another 50 in a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks.
Well, how about for 3 gold? Is that enough?
If it's current gold in your pouch right now, yeah, that's good. That's a good bet.
Yeah.
All right. I got 3 gold. The rest of you buy in, huh?
Yeah,
looking,
come on, make it the pot bigger.
Someone looking like, yeah, man, I don't even have 3 gold, but I wish I could. Kind of asking like, could you bet for me? Some of them are drunk and just nodding or shaking. One of them helps out their buddy. And you get like 4 others to join you and Brakamar in a drinking competition. These 4 others actually will be myself, Dupree, Keithan, and Storm rolling, so just so they can have some fun with it too.
Would y'all like to join?
Yeah, it'll be your own Constitution scores. You can to represent these NPCs. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for the first round.
Constitution, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. Do I do it with advantage?
No.
Shoot. All right.
If no one rolls for theirs, then I'll make the roll for them.
Go for
if
it.
If they don't wish to do it.
Go ahead, Hadis.
And everyone's got like 3.
Oh.
Okay, so 2 of them right out of the gate just I kind of already too drunk, kind of just laughing about the whole situation because it's just, I don't know, they're having a blast about it. They're just drunk and funny. Two of them do, however, make it, and it's we'll roll one for Brackemar as well.
Yeah, Brackemar. Brackemar's gonna.
Oh no, Brackemar.
Oh.
And he just looks, and he kind of just coughs up, and he's just like, spills a little bit on himself, and throws up his arms, and sets the cup on his head. It's just like, what the fuck? I can't even drink anymore. What the fuck? Now it's just you and these two others. Go ahead and roll your score again.
Golly.
Um,
Dwarf got it.
yeah. So on the second, you pound through the first pint, and you've been drinking all night as well. The second one, however, he's just so quick with them. He's just chugging them down like it's nothing. And you reckon like the first one was easy enough, but you weren't able to keep up the pace, and eventually you choke on it because you're trying to go too fast and match him. And he eventually just wins by pace. It seems like no others were able to keep up. And let's see. Yeah, he tries to just do a victory drink, and he kind of just fucks up on this
falls
one
out.
as well. He
Falls
fucks up on the third one, and just drinks, and it gets him too drunk, and he just kind of falls backwards, and everyone laughs at him. He's just kind of passed out, but he did technically win. However, the gold is left on the table. You can just like kind of take that. His friends are watching, but they're also laughing at him. What is it that you do?
I say I say, well, I take a sip a little bit more, and I say, I win! I try to persuade everybody that I won.
Go ahead and
Can I do that?
Go ahead and roll a deception.
A deception?
Yeah, because everyone saw you, but you're trying to play into their drunkenness, like, and like, okay,
Fuck.
maybe, and yeah, some of them are kind of like, no, you're drunk. We saw you, but our dwarf over here clearly won.
Fine. Let's see. Damn it, if only I had something. Oh well. I don't think I can try to sneak, but that'll get me in trouble probably.
Yeah, you could try in sleight of hand.
I'll try to, but
How much do you try to take from the pile? Because there was 6 betters, so that would have been 18 gold on the in the pile there.
at least 10.
Jeez,
That's a pretty hefty.
That's a lot to try, and also sleight of hand in front of everybody.
All right. Oh, well, let's try to get my 3 back at least.
Okay, that's a lot more. That's a lot more tame. Go ahead and try that. That's gonna be an easier roll than 10. You're gonna end up profiting on that. Yeah, you could palm your 3 coins back. People are kind of drunk. Brackemar sees you, but he's kind of just like smile and smirks, and he's just kind of like, shh. After you palm it, he's like, okay, you guys win. All right, we'll be on our way. We'll let you have the table, and then kind of playing along with you, getting these your 3 coins back and getting a free game.
And I say, congratulations to this dwarf, man. He's he's a really good drinker. He can out drink anybody in this bar. I kind of pick him up over my shoulder and just cheer and yippee hooray.
He's just kind of flopping about. He's like,
Oh
Um,
God.
you all have your fun. Keithan, is there anything you do at this time?
Nothing besides rest.
Okay.
Nothing but side rest. I like
Um, you do get the. Uh, actually, I'll leave your message for you because it's going to be a few days from now. Storm.
Okay.
Um, uh,
Yeah, Papa.
go ahead and make another investigation roll to pinpoint the location of
Thank you.
the mechanisms that are haywiring.
Did you say investigation?
Yes, please. Okay, yes, you're able to find it, and what you find is a wheel that's completely come off its track, and it's just spinning relentlessly, moving at a super fast pace. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
you
Hey, I
reckon
found it. Oh, my bad.
your voice echoes through, and eventually kind of reaches, but he kind of doesn't make it out. You what? You found it?
Yeah.
His voice eventually echoes back to you. Um, how is it that you try to fix this? Putting it back on while it is currently spinning. It seems like the whole clockwork mechanisms wants to work. It's just and it's on right now. It's just not attached to each other and completing the circuit.
Would I be able to shoot something to make it stop so I
Sure,
can fix?
sure. Go ahead and you said you want to shoot one of your arrows.
Yeah, a short bow, or would a short bow work?
Short bow would work.
Steady aim? Can I do steady aim?
Sure. Go ahead and make a attack roll with advantage. Okay. You shoot the arrow. Your fairy eyes being magically intuned and highly accurate as and heightened sight as what the Fae and the elves are. You're able to almost seem like it's slow down time, and you're able to see like a point in between where you can shoot the arrow and it would somewhat jam it. Um, you fire it and you land on a spot. It sticks, but only for just a moment before, and it's kind of strains just a moment and then breaks the arrow and continues to spin almost violently. Um, you reckon you're going to need something stronger to jam it with to try and stop it, or figure out some other means of slowing it down before reattaching it.
Would a rock be strong enough? Am I able to carry a rock?
Um, Rocks are quite for you. A rock is more of a pebble in real life world, but you're working also with like micro mechanisms, which gives you such an advantage with being here in these clockwork and tinkering things. That's the mechanism you fired at is about your size, which is why it was able to also be jammed, but by such a small arrow. But it's also holding a lot of weight behind it because of what it's supposed to be pulling and stuff. Um, but you would be able to bring like a sort of rock for your standards size. Um, However, there might be other materials that could be better that you would might assume. Above where, I mean, or below where you were located at, where you were talking to this guy through the official pipeline. There's metal bars and stuff, wrenches, much stronger, and other materials that you can use to try to jam it. However, those are sizes meant for more of for a person, so you'd probably look more for like a screw or a nail to try to bring down. But you can easily retrieve those if you wanted to use it.
Okay. I see a long nail that I could probably use over there, right beside me. That's not been used. Someone just
Yeah,
left it on the.
you could definitely find some unused nails, loose ones, or screws, what have you. You can bring the nail over to it and try to jam it.
Okay, let me put this in here right quick. Alright, I think I stopped it.
Go ahead and what kind of roll do we want to see here? Can you make me like a dexterity roll with your proficiency and be like an attack roll, but no advantage? Okay. Yeah, you managed to accurately jam it, and it's holding in place. However, it's also very dangerous to be doing something like this, just sticking a random thing. But this is the wonders of fairy tinkering, is you just randomly wing it, and from this position, you're kind of able to leverage the cog back into the position that it's supposed to be in, attached to its mechanism. Go ahead and make me one more Tinker's Tools roll. Oh, nice. All right, yeah, you're able to leverage it back into its spot, but not only that, you're able to safely remove the nail before, without it being lost from your grip and flying all over the place, causing other problems or sending you flying backwards or caught into anything. And after many winds of this little cog working up, eventually you hear the faint, slower ticking of much slower intervals beginning to begin, and with that, other things start to click and chirp and wind. Soon enough, all the mechanisms are starting to move and fire up again, and from the outside, the giant clockwork mechanisms begin to come back to life. You hear your old coworker, let's give him the name Connor, say out, you did it, Storm. You're always great at this. Be careful on your way out, huh?
And then I fly out, but I bump my head a little bit.
Yeah,
but I'm good.
Go ahead and make a
Yeah.
acrobatics roll just to see, make sure wings aren't caught or anything that you fly. Okay. Absolutely okay. You fly. You know your way around mechanisms. You've been through this stuff ever since you were adopted into the by humans, tinkerers in the Baratanamai. you make your way out. You find your old coworker. Hot damn, Storm, you did it. Good work.
Sure did. Learn from the best.
I'll make sure to tell the others that you came back around and were able to help us with this problem.
Yeah, if
Couldn't-
you need any help, just let me know with anything.
Yeah, we couldn't have done that without you. Whoever you were, we would have had to assemble all of that just to reach it. Like, that's such a big save.
Anytime. I'm gonna get back with my family.
Okay,
Friend.
I'll let the others know you came by and said hi.
Alright, bye. Thank you.
Take care. Good seeing you. And you make your way back to the others. Probably just at the barracks. And you all, take a few days, rest. Keithan, over the nights, some of the lizard folk tend to your needs, kind of fetching you food and drink, giving you privacy when you require it, guarding the door, and some, however, some do come in their groups and regularly give prayer. And it's not necessarily what's felt to you, but almost through you, of what they associate you with. And when they do this, you do feel like your strength is coming back. As strange as that may seem. And you don't need to concentrate on it. In fact, you can simply fall asleep and it seems to help. Slowly but surely over the days, your fatigue does recover and your spell slots do come back recovering normally. The wizard who was sent out to gather information comes back to you. Well, it seems that you've made a lively recovery. We do seem to have some information on what could have potentially happened. Have you taken any substances in the past week or so?
No.
Has you come across anyone who was trying to sell you substances?
No. I once had some gem dust.
Oh, tell me about that experience.
I turned myself into a pickle. Funniest shit I've ever seen.
He tries
No.
to keep it professional, but he can't help but let out a chuckle. Yeah, a pickle, all right.
I exploded. I
Pickles.
burst into flame.
Burst
And then,
into flames.
yeah, some might say exploded.
And and he's a bit concerned of how this relates to being tired versus to you being a whole body person and not blown to smithereens. He can't quite compute. So
Tell
you're
me straight, doctor.
So you were tired. You're feeling exhausted from an explosion.
No. Completely unrelated. I just thought I would tell you.
Oh, okay. This is your experience with the gem dust, yes?
Yes.
Right. You say
No,
it's
this experience was no substance.
Oh, really? Hmm. So you have no education with the magics, do you? Referring to wizardry versus warlock, sorcerer, things like that.
I wouldn't say that. Yes, I would say that.
Hmm. Did you use extra components by chance? Extra materials?
Can't say I have.
Mm-hmm. Well, we do have some accounts, very, very, very rare, spontaneous combustions, uh, random surges of power, complete exertion of energy. Though we aren't aware of whether this is a deity of causing wrath upon them, a curse that was placed on them, someone casting a spell on them just at the right time, coincidentally. Um, do you have any enemies?
Enemies. Most of the Underdark.
Yeah. Fucking vermin live down there and what have you. Not you. I mean the actual Tusi.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Tusi is a word referring to like rat people.
Yeah.
Which is a denizen of like the Underdark, which you may have known to hear about as a child, living in the corners of the Dark Elf empires, living in their own shadows within, while they're living within the shadow, of course. But yeah, you might have taken that the wrong way. We don't have really a problem with them with our hold up here. In fact, we haven't had much word from their end since we got here. I wouldn't reckon that they were coming to target you. It just baffles some of us here on the team that what might have happened with you. Do you think you could replicate what happened?
I think I could.
You have,
I would
you know,
I would
you
need
have
some time to prepare.
Yeah. You know full well that you've done it once and you could probably do it again. However, you don't feel the surge of magic, the well of it, at this time. You need like the whole lizard folk colony, like in synchronicity, to be worshiping for max potential, and it needs to be a very real thing, and their alien minds won't just be convinced, oh, we should just try it out just because. But you may be able to intimidate them to do it.
Are they around me?
Some of them would be around you. There's one attendant in here just to keep an eye on any visitors that seek your counsel.
All right, I'm gonna tell one of them in Draconic. to gather up all the lizard folk.
He nods and he goes to collect them. However, he comes back alone. The room not big enough to kind of house all of them. He's kind of gathered them outside. Some of them are kind of in the hallway. Some of them are outside, ready to figuring that like maybe you want to move out now or, but they're ready. They're gathered up.
Okay.
The
I'm gonna ask the doctors. Are they doctors or are they wizards? Sorry.
they're like wizard doctors.
Both.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
I'm gonna ask them if I exert that much energy again, will I die?
that's the thing. If you seem to be fine right now, which is why I bothered to ask if you could replicate it. If you were at the point still that you hadn't recovered at this time, there's no way I would be asking that. I reckon you might be fine if you made it back.
Are you gonna provide me magic insurance?
Well, you are stationed in Baratanamai. We have the greatest healers and wizards of all the lands. Be sure that if you made it out of that by your own, we'll be sure to have you here on this side well taken care of. We just need to see for ourselves, and this would be quite some information to have.
Whoa. He don't need all of that. I'm his only healer. He only needs me. No, I'm just kidding.
A healer in training.
Shh. You don't know my past life. You didn't know my past life. Trigger.
So I walk out. I'll walk out and say, "Gentlemen, follow me."
They follow you, and the lizard folk follow you as well, or also take the lead to make sure that people are out of your way and gather at the door and have it open for you and ready to move out. Yeah.
All right. What's my setting look like once I step out?
What's your what?
Setting look like?
It's
Am I just in town or?
yeah, it's daytime. It's been a couple days of you here resting, and you finally got your strength back. City's bustling. The clockwork is working again. People are looking cheery. At least in Baratanamai, you don't know what it's like in these other cities. It's always been quite pampered here in the capital.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell them it may be best if we step out of town for this demonstration.
Oh, seems interesting. Okay. The doctors don't object. Doctor's wizards.
All right.
You make your way out to the golden meadow field outside Baratanamai.
And I'm assuming that all the lizard folk are following me.
Yes, absolutely.
So I will turn back, get some high ground. Maybe what was that? Was it a crocodon you said?
Yes.
Bigger guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand on his shoulders.
Okay.
Huh?
He'll help you up there and help keep your balance by like kind of holding you up.
I'll say in Draconic. Listen, my brethren. Fuck you.
Oh my god!
The crocodile just fucking drops you, yeets. It's a bit unexpected. The wizard's right
No.
down.
This is quite the demonstration.
I so. And I'm not even there.
Gee, let me think about this. How do I want to do this? Do I lead by fear or do I lead by positive reinforcement? That's the decision.
Why not both?
I like your idea.
Positive reinforcement with fear.
You guys get to live if you fucking worship me.
If you worship me, I'll kiss every one of you on the mouth.
So so that we do not have to worry about the situation we had prior with the ant people. We must be able to weaponize. Not weaponize. We must be able to worship without hesitation. I will have you all practice such so that if we have to run into such a event again, we all well prepared.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion with advantage because these kinds of they're lizard folk, but they're kind of dragon-like for just a relation, and you already have like a they look up to you, you know.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, all right. They kind of get your idea that yes, it would be good at least. Though they might think that, well, I don't know if I could worship any better, but well, I'll try. But it'd certainly be good practice for yourself next time, because it came out of all of a sudden, and you weren't aware of like what needed to be done. Some of them sit and close their eyes and begin kind of giving like a hum and worshiping you again with the repetitive bows. And you feel the surge of magic coming back to you again.
Okay. Do I see a nearby tree?
Sure. There's
gonna
one solid tree out there.
I'm gonna kind of convert that magical energy into a firebolt.
Okay.
I'm just gonna blow up that tree.
The firebolt that you send out isn't quite like a firebolt cantrip. It is more like a cannon firebolt. Quite large, and the blast that happens after it sends out flames in a big cloud. The tree is absolutely ignited and engulfed in flames. Usually, what would be like a slow burn up and build up for a tree to be completely inflamed, this was almost instantaneous as it hit. The wizards kind of look on in awe and taken a bit aback. Well, you didn't mention any of this. What is this? What are these lizards doing?
Brain.
This is
That would be very obvious.
Yeah, but I thought we're gonna need some time with this. Um, the wizards kind of just huddle together and are talking, and some of them are frustrated and about what data you gave them. Um, one of them is more associated with the capital and the paladins involved, and is has been quiet and is looking quite uh, mm, concerned, looking sometimes in between his colleagues and you and the wizards.
Am I still imbued with energy?
Yes, you haven't told the lizard folk to stop.
Hmm.
Oh, fire from the heavens. Burn them all.
Bring a meteor down on Baratanamai.
Hmm.
Oh my. Oh
I
no.
can tell them to figure it out, or I'm gonna drop a tactical nuke.
Bye. Tactical nuke.
I'm gonna ask him any
They
ideas,
can't witness this.
gentlemen.
Hey, you have to kill them.
No witnesses.
No, no survivors.
Look, we have this just raised a bunch of more questions, and I think we're gonna need to take you with us
Oh damn.
For what?
Take 'em, boys.
to the other wizards and perhaps some paladins.
Hmm.
Hey, I'm one of those paladins. You're safe with me.
And
Every-
and what reason?
Everything will be okay. We just have some questions, you know, of what this is.
Oh, I'm right here. I can answer any question you have.
Well, we need to bring you to some of the experts. We're merely messengers and apprentices, extensions of their work. This is
You meaning I wasted my time with apprentices?
no, no. By all means, this is if you had come up with the questions with the information that this is at firsthand, you probably would have given experts from the get go. We didn't take it as seriously, and we underestimated what was going on here. That was, however, due to the lack of information we had, and
Maybe you didn't probe enough.
well, we didn't take it too much of concern. We didn't want to be burdened by so many assignments with we're researching right now are very important. But however, this is also seeming quite important. Would you spare your time to come see some of the arch wizards?
I'll have to bring my my squad with me.
For our safety, we can only let you have so many.
Well, for my safety, I can drop a tactical nuke on the town right now.
Oh. Ah.
It's
Fiery
just
tornado.
self-defense.
They'll
May
allow
I
you.
remind you, we are still in the city, bro.
Yeah.
So if you drop a nuke, we're all dead.
You'll be okay. I have faith.
Yeah. Okay.
They'll either
You
allow
have
you to
full
bring.
plot armor.
They'll either allow you to bring the one crocodon, or maybe like 2 or 3 of the regular sized lizard folk. Probably just 3.
Sure. That
Okay.
is fine.
Sure, sure.
Right now?
Yes, right now they this is yeah.
Okay.
And go ahead.
I will say I need to first speak with the people,
With what people?
lizard folk.
Okay.
Lizard folk are people too.
What do you mean, what people?
They're animals.
No.
I need that on a shirt.
So in Draconic, I will say, I have to go speak with people of this town. I can only take a select few of you with me. And in the meantime, for my safety, if you are concerned, I request that you continue praying. You find a good spot and continue praying.
Oh, they can pray in my temple.
They could, but however, after you say this, one of the skink lizard folk who's been kind of your helpful assistant, the one who's been handing you prepped pieces of meat, helping you keep eye, and helped you collect, everyone together, who's been real helpful, and you could assume that might have been the previous prophet's apprentice or something.
Yeah.
Says back to you, suggesting that splitting us up is a trap. It does not like the sound of it. Even if you have your one crocodile with you, it doesn't like being split up.
I understand your concern. However, that is why I request that the rest who stay continue praying, so that if we need to regroup, they can easily achieve that.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion with advantage.
Nice. That's like the complete opposite of the last one.
Woo!
Your advisor kind of looks hesitant again still. He asks that you replace the crocodile with him because he knows better.
Yes, that's fine.
All right. He agrees, and he'll command two of the others that are his most helpful, and to accompany you and him.
Okay, I'm going to ask the crocodile for a name. I'm just gonna name him Jerry. I'm just gonna walk up to him and say, "Your name is Jerry."
His name is Jerry now.
He has some draconic name, and I just walk up and name him Jerry.
Yep.
Just some humanoid name. It's like, what the f?
He doesn't understand Jerry, but he understands your new title is Jerry,
like I ignited him.
Yeah, united him as Jerry.
Jerry.
You gave him
Me, Jerry.
personal Jerry, yeah.
But now on, I knight you, Jerry.
It gives me, oh god, what's that movie? John Carter. Give me John Carter vibes. Virginia.
Jesus Christ, it's Jerry.
Jesus Christ, Jerry.
All right, so yeah, the others will stay out there to worship. Your advisor and his two most select will accompany you.
Okay. I'm gonna tell Jerry that he's going to be in charge of the group while I take my leave.
Okay, he'll do that. And you join the wizards, and they come to you, or they come with you to the main capital. It's above where the throne room is, but before the clockwork area is where kind of the archwizards are stationed at. many rooms dedicated to different magical professions: enchanting, wood carving for quarterstaffs, wand making, um, gem dust refining, um, magical training areas, research labs, you name it. Um, you eventually get to one of the labs where an archwizard seems to be leading an operation. He has a sort of, not a clipboard per se, but it is almost a board that's used like one. Except there are magical scrawlings across it and simply writing into it, waving his hand over it, or finger written in the way that it's formed. He looks up from the board. What might you want? Bringing a civilian in here, huh? Sir, I bring... I didn't quite catch your name. This is quite an astounding, remarkable find we have here, sir. There was... he kind of leans in closer to the archwizard. These lizard folks were like praying to him and just have these powers. What do you mean? Explain yourself. He refers to
Stuff into a
Keithan.
pickle. Um, I can empower myself with magic. Make big boom. I also turn myself into a pickle.
This isn't fun and games, son. What?
Pickle Rick.
What I should have ever seen.
What is it that you can do? What are we doing here? Why are we wasting my time?
I seem to have like some sort of exhaustion that goes beyond physical. It's caused by empowerment. You had your researchers or your apprentices witness it, so they should be able to explain it to you.
Yes, sir. They. It's quite a remarkable sight. Bit of a touchy subject, though. Given that the wizards were seeming to worship him. What? Yes, explain to me, Keithan. What's going on?
Yes, the lizard people pray and I get power.
The archwizard kind of motions to some official paladins at the front. Your advisor sees this and kind of hisses, looking a bit uncomfortable at the situation.
I guess in what manner does the paladin walk up? Like aggressive or just?
The paladin looks over. He's coming over, looking to hear the word of this guy. He's not looking. He hasn't drawn his sword or anything. He's just stomping over in his metal boots. And the archwizard says, "I want you to round up these lizard folk, and we need to study this predicament. This is truly what he says it is. Then we need to begin study."
Yeah, the lizard people are not going anywhere.
You came to us with a problem that you want us fixing, yes?
Yes, but they're not going to be little experiments for you.
If they're associated with the problem, we need to account for all information.
And if I back out,
Well, it's seeming that you have something to hide, and if this is useful to protecting Baratanamai and its people, you would be withholding from the capital itself.
I am not part of this capital, aren't I? I'm just a traveler.
If you roam these lands, you are considered under the protection of the nation, and with that, are part of it.
Is this what race?
They are a high elf, so
Okay.
pretty snobby.
I was hoping they were like a halfling, so I could call him a little boy. Um,
Rude.
um, are you threatening me?
Well, we're not threatening you. We simply wish to know what's going on, and I'm telling you what's currently at hand doesn't look good for us. If you're willing to cooperate, I can assure your safety.
Well, you would have to assure the safety of each lizard folk.
Depending on how willing they are to cooperate.
Well, if I give the word, then they will cooperate. The problem is, what kind of experience do you have planned?
Well, we'll need some blood and bone and tissue samples. Though we can scrape them, we do not need the entire life, although that would be most helpful.
Oh, you know what? I know a perfect temple where you can find some bodies.
Oh yeah. This is in Barad. We cannot leave matters here just to attend to this temple. We have.
Oh, but I thought this was going to help.
Well, you have the materials here, don't you? Ready
No.
at hand. You brought yourself and your lizard folk. Perhaps one of these shall do.
I don't think so.
They look pretty capable to me.
Capable.
He begins kind of sizing one up, kind of walking around one of your lizard folk advisors, companions.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! That one's 10 gold an hour.
You mean these? You can't simply get a bit of samples from these beasts for the good of the nation. Were you some greedy merchant?
I'm just looking out for myself.
And I'm looking out for the greater good of these people.
That's not my problem.
Well, if you have something that could help them, it might as well be. You're withholding information and powers from the nation that can help us all.
I'm not withholding information.
You're not cooperating by allowing us to study the lizard folk that attend to you, who worship you, and you claim that give you these powers.
Yeah. Ask your assistants how factual my claim is. You're not going to be able to experiment with them.
Well, they confirm everything, especially the part about how dangerous looking the firebolt was. But that only seems to perk the interest of this archwizard even more. Do you have any idea what forces we face against? We need everything that we can get. Sent back into these unknown lands. People are dying.
I've been out in these unknown lands quite a few times.
Yeah, and have you helped us at any at all? Or you just take a waltz around the castle?
A little bit of both. I'll explain my kind of my journey with the Varys Thorn.
Okay.
So helping them out.
Yeah, we've gotten some word of some folks, volunteers who've helped the cause, though a name Dupree usually stands out for the paladins who keep muttering it. There are others of that group. I'm assuming that connecting the dots, you are part of that.
Oh yes, Dupree is my paladin's faithful paladin.
I see that you're just gonna waste my time here by not cooperating, and I don't think the others would appreciate. There are helpful folks to be tied up with research. Guards, let's take him out of here. I'm done. It seems
I'm gonna
that, huh?
I'm gonna lean over to my assistant and ask him if he got any of that.
He doesn't seem to understand the regular tongue.
All right, I'll tell him. I'll tell him I smashed it. Alright.
Smashed it.
He nods and
Got him.
and assumes
We did it.
Smashed meaning like successful kill or something like that. Just like how you might smash a head in or something with the club. Gives it kind of like weird.
For like this dude.
The advisor that has been traveling with you has been trying to pick up on cues here and there, and gives a sort of awkward smile that it's been observed through its humans companions now and yourself, if you have smiled though.
I'm gonna ask it its name.
Basuga. Sounds like a time for a new name though. A Keithan name.
I'll name him Jerry the Second.
I knew it. Oh god.
I will title you with Ralph.
Okay.
Oh, Ralph.
Basuta is now Ralph. Yeah. He asks if like you're ready to go now, if that's the case.
Why yes, Ralph.
Ralph.
get back to hunting. Kind of eyeballs the archwizard and the paladins around the room, giving them a kind of disgusted look, but not through racial means. It's more of an energy means that it felt in the room. There's an elephant in there for sure. You are escorted out by the paladins. The archwizard kind of fed up with the results they were given. Be a bit more difficult to seek counsel with them again, though you have gotten word with them and they would recognize your name and story a bit now. Though working together might be a long ways off. Yeah, you can join back up with your allies and such. You're given space again, no investigation by the paladins and stuff after being shown that you were already part of the military and company and have a current mission that needs to be tended to.
I'm gonna relieve Terry of his duties.
Sure.
He's watching over the lizardman.
He
That was
gives
Jerry.
Oh, Jerry, my bad.
Wow.
It gives kind of a chuffing noise of a cooing. That's a deep gurgling. That shows a sign of relaxation. A sign that he's at ease now, and just kind
Yes.
of is ready to move out again, or ready for more orders. But good that he's no longer in the process of carrying out orders. The others also stop praying, it seems, now that you've come back, and their prayers for your safekeeping have been answered. After the display, however, with the apprentices, and when they stop praying, you feel that the extra burst of energy did drain you again somewhat. Not quite as expending as the event on the pyramid, because that was quite a toll. This will put you back down at being sleepy. But you'll
Damn,
be
man, you can't catch a break.
What a day.
But you'll be maxed at the other one. Stuffed, quenched, comfortable, or perfect. I mean, but yeah.
Yes. Then I will go hit the hay, or
Sure.
as the lizard folk would call it, hit the pile of bones. Or,
All right. Sure.
Hit the bones.
You guys get one more night in Baratanamai before you decide to head back out. You get fresh new recruits, volunteers, some of the paladins that have also healed alongside you are freshened up and ready to get back out there. However, Brakamar has stated his voice in that he doesn't want to go back out there and get himself killed. He's realized that it was a mistake. Thought he could do good, but realized it's not much help. All of you make a perception check.
Perception. Hold on. Too many things on my screen.
nice.
There we go.
All right, Boris. During the night's rest, you are woken up by a scream far, far down into the city, but it is also like blood curdling and horrific sounding, followed by barking, and eventually the screams stop after just uh, maybe half a minute or so. It's followed up by a howl. You can't reckon what that was, but you know you heard it, and you know something's going on. Something's in the city.
Mm-hmm. Uh, to be honest with you, I just go back to sleep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it would be pretty. It's far, far down in the city. By the time you couldn't even pinpoint it, but by the time you explored for a few hours, you might be able to find the body, but the thing would be long gone. Um, and yeah, you wake up the next day. All of you have gotten your long rest. Keith and you had got your energized back from that event for showcasing your ability the day before. Um, uh, you all would set your hit dice and health pool to max because you guys had a few nights rest. Also, there was a fate die to the beginning of this game that I forgot to add everybody. And yeah, it is the next day. If there's anything that you guys wish to do, you guys can hit each other back up.
I'd say we all like group up.
You ready to head back out?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you guys want to go back out?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, which are you trying Akerek again? Or
I say so.
okay. Probably hit up Berteg first and then maybe rest up there. So you guys headed to Berteg?
Yeah. I think.
Yeah, like when you got down here, especially with your new lizard folk companions, you've been trekking down and stomping a path between Berteg and the capital. Wild animals have been kind of avoiding the activity that's been happening back and forth, and especially at the sight of you, just veer off and run away. The Neanderthals in the area have nowhere been seen ever since you've been accompanying yourself with the lizard folk. You make your way back up to Berteg. It's getting to be late at night. It's more evening. You might have a few hours left, but it might be a good spot to just take rest here at Berteg. One second. So I think this might be a good spot to call it because it's been 4.5 hours. Or 4 hours, I guess, because we started a little bit later than past 4 or 1. But this would be a good point for me because I don't have what might be rest prepared. yeah, I'll be going back to the mainland for like at least like about a week. So we might skip like the next 2 sessions because I got to prepare next week, and then I'll be at the place for the week following.
Mainland, where are you at?
Southern California is where I'll be going.
California, Mississippi.
California girls, we're unforgettable.
Oh God.
I hope you all. I'm sorry if it was a little too abrupt, this ending, or if it wasn't. It was anticlimactic. But I
No,
hope
it's
you
all
had
good.
fun this session. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I
For
had
sure.
fun.
I became Wizard Jesus for a little bit.
yeah.
Wizard Jesus.